You have this triangle ready to go. All right, here we go. Most of it you should kind of already know. All right. So you're looking at the triangle and you're right here. Let's shoot. You're right here. Opposite of this theta is going to be little a, OPP. This one here, oh no, let's go with the one at the bottom, B. That's going to be, what is that one going to be? Adjacent at ADJ. This one is called the hypotenuse, HYP. That's going to be C. Okay, let me write down SOHCAHTOA up on top right there. SOHCAHTOA. 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 Okay, so the letters. The letter A, the letter B, the letter C is what I want. So here we go. Sine of theta. Sine of theta. Let's not say anything. Let's see who hasn't been here for a while. Let's see if you still even know it. Yeah, you've been out to tennis, no? A lot over there. Xavier. What's sine of theta, Xavier? Sine of theta. Let them try it. Huh? You said what? You said 1? Okay, so everybody, I don't think, well, in this class, maybe half the class, even if I asked you, you'd probably be like 1. I don't know. Let me do this again. So 3 years ago, there was some lady who was trying to teach geometry, and she'll come in all dressed like a Native American, and she started dancing around and start going SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA, and so it was SOHCAHTOA, and it was like S stands for sine, and it's O stands for OPP, and HYP, and then SOHCA, like ADJ, and HYP, and then TOPP, ADJ. So this is a mnemonic. You can Google mnemonic, what that means. It's like a way to remember things. It's not really math. Yeah, there was another guy on TikTok saying SOHCAHTOA. That's dumb. Trig is not even about triangles. All right, in any case, too much talking. All right, here. Sine of theta is just the ratio of one of the sides of a triangle to another side. So it's the ratio of the opposite side length over the hypotenuse. So since I did not put a number there, it's a letter. All right, so go for it. Now you know. So what's the answer? OPP, like S, it stands for sine, S-I-N there. And then OPP is a length of A, which is, and a length of HYP of C. So you're supposed to say A over C. Oh yeah, then some people get all like, oh, about this. And some people are like, thanks for slowing it down. Yes or no? People? No? Anybody? You're good? Lainey over there? Yes? That was good? All right, Lainey, I'm going to continue on with you. What I'm going to do later, I'm going to do the reciprocal A over C, which is C over A. That one is going to be called something. I do remember teaching this 9B, lesson 9B. You guys go to your notebook, go to your notes, go to 9B. If you take really good notes, because you write down on top, you say lesson 9B. And then somewhere I think it's lesson 9B. What's the reciprocal function called for sine theta? Anybody? It was Lainey, but do you know it, Lainey? No, lady, no. Somebody. CSC, whoever said CSC, thank you. You came up with Denise. Was it you that came up and we're doing all that? That's why. This is what I tell you guys. People are like, no, I don't want to go up there. You come up here, you get almost like, what's that called? CSC theta. You get traumatized from coming up here. And you're like, and that thing sticks with you. You're like, man, I learned it. Okay, what else am I going to do? What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to flip it. So I'm going to flip it. So this is going to be A over C. A over C. If I flip this, it's going to be 1 over cosecant theta. There's a lot of flipping going on here. You're like, what is this? But what did I say A over C was already? What is A over C? What is A over C already? Sine theta. So sine theta is A over C. A over C is A over C. A over C is 1 over cosecant theta. So sine theta is equal to 1 over cosecant theta. Yep. I'm going to erase that thing, see, but it's so important. You write it down, hey, everybody. You make sure you write this down because I don't want to be, I'm going to erase it. And you better know that, somehow know it. So what you need to know for today, sine theta is 1 over cosecant theta, CSC theta. After everything, that's what it is. And so I'm going to do and figure out the rest of these basic trig identities. We're going to go over 8 of them. So the next one I'm going to go over is cosine theta. All right, cosine theta. All right, that one you can do, Lainey. Lainey, what letter over what letter is cosine theta? Who's going to do it? Brandon, what letter or what letter is cosine? A over what?
C.
A over C? Why would it be the same one as the one we just did? Sokatoa. It just doesn't stick for. Sokatoa. Like what? What's sokatoa? It's a mnemonic. It's a mnemonic that was. I gotta research who came up with this. But there's another one that's about. There's another one that it's not that popular. So cosine is the ratio of the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side. That's what it is. All right. So what are we gonna do? Let me see where I'm at. What is it? Hold on. Where you at here? Where you at? Aaliyah. What is it? What was cosine theta? Adjacent. What's the adjacent side? Huh? Okay, look. This is you. I'm gonna draw you. This is you. All right? Yes? And then, so you're here. Where's the opposite side? Is it this one the opposite or that one? Or, no. Hold on. I'm just asking where's the opposite side? A is opposite, yes? So this is opposite. What's the hypotenuse? That's hypotenuse, yeah. And then then this better be adjacent, or I can't. So you have got to know those, where they belong and what they are. So look, you can't do this. You can't do cosines and sines and tangents if you don't have this down out, like you don't have. Then it makes no sense. You have to. So cosine is what? So katoa. What was? So that's not it. Cosine's adjacent or hypotenuse. So katoa is a over h. Not the letter A, but, oh, is that confusing? But adjacent over the hypotenuse. So what is it going to be? B over...
Oh, B over H. I mean, B over C.
B over C. B over C. So, B over C. Okay, so this is B over C. If you, this is not going to make much sense if you don't know SOHCAHTOA. Okay, SOHCAHTOA is, well, cosine theta. All right, everybody, let's speed it up. So cosine theta, what is it? What letter over what letter? Now you understand what I mean. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it. If I flip it, I'm going to get C over B. And when I'm looking at C over B, we're looking at C over B. What ratio is C over B? Look at your notes. We already did this. What is C over B? Huh? SEC theta. SEC theta is correct. SEC theta. That's what it's named. I don't know who came up with this. Whoever came up with that, you could have come up with better things than these things. But anyways, that's what it is. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it. If we flip it and flip it, so we're going to get B over C is equal to 1 over secant theta. 1 over secant theta is B over C. B over C is B over C. B over C is cosine theta. So cosine theta is 1 over secant theta. It's just by transitive property called. So now, cosine theta is what? After all the work, what is it? 1 over secant theta, that's all. We already did all the work. We already should know why that is. You don't have to memorize it. We did the work. It's the ratio. So now, tangent theta. Something more interesting, if you consider this in any way interesting. What's tangent theta equal to? Anybody? That would be A over B. Yes? So, please, I don't want to be saying SOHCAHTOA. Tangents O over A. Opposite or adjacent. A over B for the letters I chose. Yes? Yes? Now, do you believe that this is true? All right, look, I'm going to give you something. Do you believe this is true or not true? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. Is this a true statement I'm going to make? Is this true? Is A over B equal to this? Yes or no? Is A over B equal to that right there? Yes or no? Anybody?
Yes.
Why is it?
Cancel the C out.
Cancel out the C's and you get A over B. Yes? Yes. Now, why did I do that? Because I'm going to come up with another one. Well, I don't know. What is A over C again? Hold on. Don't say anything. Annalise. What's A over C? With reference, you being here again. I'm going to, for people saying, I don't get it. You always, for these things, you always stand at the origin. So what is going to be A over C? Loud. Oh, you said sin? It's sine. We call it sin. I know. Another one, I know why math is so complicated. And then people are like, isn't that sin? Yeah, it's supposed to be sine or something. And we always throw away the E for, yeah, I'm with you. Some of these people who created this math are like, why are you doing this? Why are you making it so hard? In any case, this is sine theta. Somebody at the bottom, see who's that going to be? Is that going to be Austin? What's B over C?
Adjacent over
Correct. And so what? Yes, it is. So what is that going to be? Which of the functions? That is correct. That is correct. So cosine theta. Yes. So by this logic, tangent theta is, oh, I did the other one. All right, anyways, I'll give you another one. Did I do tangent? All right, let me give you that tangent. I got ahead of myself. Let me do this one, tangent theta. Because this one has two of them. I already did the second one. What was tangent? What is tangent theta? Let's see. What is tangent theta?
A over B.
A over B. All right, yeah, A over B. Let's do that. So tangent theta is A over B. And if I flip it, I'm going to get B over A. B over A. And I flip this, is going to be 1 over tangent, because I flip both sides. But what is B over A? What is B over A with reference here? What is B over A? Anybody, come on, what's B over A with reference at origin? What's B over A? What is, look at your notes, somebody, what's B over A? Cotangent theta? So, cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta. I could have done it a different way, but cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta if we really wanted to. Tangent theta is 1 over cotangent theta. Now we're going to go on to the quotient identities, okay? And I already proved one of them. Tangent theta is A over B. I make this statement, A over C over B over C. A over C is sine theta over B over C is cosine theta, sine theta over cosine theta. All right, what do you think cotangent theta is going to be? If you don't want me to do all the work, who can tell me what is cotangent theta? Huh? It will be cosine over sine theta. Let's go. Cotangent theta will be flipping. It will be cosine theta over sine theta. All right. So now we need 3 more. We have a total of 8 to do. What's the Pythagorean theorem? Anybody remember the Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we have to stand on something that you already know from before, and I hope that everybody knows this from geometry. If there's anything that you remember from geometry, it better be this also. Okay, this is what I'm going to do with this. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to divide everything by C squared. So if I divide everything by C squared, what's going to happen here on the right side? What is C squared divided by C squared? What's C squared divided by C? 1. It's 1. It's equal to 1. Now, what am I going to do here on the left side? I'm going to go ahead and do factor out a square. What I mean is like factor it back out as a power square like that. And then leave it inside A over C. That's what I'm doing. So A over C squared is the same as what I have there. And this one is going to be B over C, the quantity squared. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, you gotta go? Here's the homework. Here's the homework. You need homework. There you go. Yeah, we have 2 homeworks on it. That's for tomorrow.
Thank you.
One. All right. All right. What is A over? What's A over C? A over C. What is anybody A over C? A over C is sine. So sine theta. Go ahead and write sine theta. But now how do you write down that it is squared? This is the way they came up with writing it. It's not the quantity squared. They want to say it like this, sine squared. Like that, sine squared theta. What's B over C? It should be a lot of everybody by now. What's B over C? Cosine theta, no? Cosine squared theta is equal to 1. This is a fundamental, one of the most fundamental trig identities. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. Alright, what if now I divide everything by b squared? What happens if I do this? B squared divided by b squared divided by b squared. So I'm going to get a over b squared plus b squared over b squared is 1. And then I'm going to get c over b squared. What's a over b? What's a over b? Tangent. Tangent? Tangent. So the answer is tangent, but it's squared. Tangent squared theta plus 1 equals, what's c over b? What is c over b? SEC? SEC theta. It's SEC theta. C over B SEC theta. That's another one. And lastly, divide everything by a squared. A squared. A squared. A squared over a squared is 1. Then you got plus b over a squared. C over a squared. 1 plus. What's b over a? What's b over? Huh? Cotangent. Cotangent theta. Cotangent squared theta. And what's c over a? What's c over a? CSC squared theta. Now, how are you going to remember this? I have really bad memory, and I don't know if it was me or somebody else caught it. And somebody says, look, I think it was me. They both start with the letter C, and so letter C. That's one way to remember. So if you have what? Cotangent squared theta plus 1, it's going to equal to some starting C letter. All right? And that is all of them that you need to know. Okay? So now basically what this is I showed you the rules to the game, and now we're going to start playing the game. And what is this game? The game is playing like Rubik's Cube. Who knows the Rubik's Cube? So you got some Rubik's Cube, it's all complicated. So some people know how to make it simplified, make it where all the sides are the same color, or they're all in different colors. All right, here we go. Let's do problem number 1. All right, we're almost done here. We're ready to go. I only got 2 of them. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So it says simplify the following trig expressions. Pretty much with anything and everything in life, wouldn't you want to have a problem-free, very simple life? No drama, no toxic people, no negativity. Just a very calm, easy. Yeah, you want to have a simplified life, very simple. This is a very chaotic. This is not very chaotic. This is kind of like mess. You can simplify this some more. That's what I mean. You simplify it more. How do you simplify it more? Well, what this trig comes from, there are 2 main functions in trig. The main ones are sine theta and cosine theta, like the x and the y. That's where you come from x and y chromosomes. Back to the simple cosine and cosine. So now, cosecant theta is something. What is cosecant theta equal to? It's going to be 1 over something. 1 over what? Cosec. 1 over sine. It's 1 over sine. So remember that cosecant theta is 1 over sine theta. So now, what is tangent theta equal to? Tangent theta was equal to two things. What is one of them? What's tangent theta equal to? Sine over cosine. Sine over cosine. So this, I'm going to rewrite it as sine over cosine. And then you will see that you can simplify your problem. You can get rid of that problem, make it more simple. What can I do now? What can I do now? But sometimes the solution is there. You choose not to look at it. What can we do now? Cross off your sine theta and your sine theta. So now I'm going to get left off with 1 over cosine theta. But then here's another thing. You don't want to see a fraction. So we don't want to see a fraction, even though that's almost simplified. What is 1 over cosine theta equal to? What is 1 over cosine theta equal to? Who say SEC theta? SEC theta? That is as simple as it can be. As simplified as it can be. All right, let's go with one more, and that's kind of what we're going to be done with it. So you're like, I don't get it. You're like, how do you solve this? It's not, you're just simplifying it. You're not solving an equation. This is not an equation. All right, number 2, you're just simplifying it. That is a very, very complex problem. No, it's not very complex. It's actually not complex if you know how to fix it. I know how to fix it, but how can we fix it? Does anybody know how to fix this? How can we simplify this? What can we do? Or I'm just going to go straight to telling you. There's 2 terms here. You got that term and that term. We're going to use this method right now. What do they have in common? What do those 2 terms have in common? They both have a sign. So I'm going to factor out. See, this one has 3. This has only 1. I'm going to factor out a sign. So I'm going to take out a sine theta. And then let's see what we have left. So if I factor out a sine theta, what's left over for this one? Sine squared theta. And if I factor out it's only sine theta, what's left over for this? Plus cosine squared theta. Yes. What's the answer then? What's the answer? What is this equal to? It's 1. It's equal to 1. This is 1. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is 1. It's the fundamental identity. 1 times, because we're multiplying, 1 times sine theta, the answer is sine theta. So that turned out to be this sine theta. All right. Last to finish this today, go ahead and write this on the left. Write these down. The answers are right there on the right side. So write it down again so we can practice. We can go as we go. We can go ahead and write them down. But we're going to write down sine theta is equal to what? Go ahead and write down sine theta. What's sine theta equal to? Sine theta is equal to what? It's 1 over something. It's 1 over what? CSC theta. 1 over CSC theta. Cosine theta. What's cosine theta equal to? It's some 1 over something. 1 over SEC theta. Tangent theta has 2. Which one do you think we are going to write down the first one? What's tangent theta? Sine theta or cosine theta, that's going to be the second one. What's the first one? 1 over cotangent theta. 1 over cotangent theta. And so tangent theta is sine theta over cosine theta. What's cotangent theta? 1 over tangent theta, 1 over tangent theta. And what also is cotangent theta? Cosine over sine, cosine theta over sine theta. What's sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equal to? 1. This is fundamental 1. What is tangent squared theta plus 1 equal to? What's tangent squared theta plus 1 equal to? Huh? What's tangent squared theta plus 1 equal to? SEC squared theta? What is cotangent squared theta plus 1 equal to? CSC squared theta, because it starts with the C, starts with the C. Cotangent squared theta plus 1 equals cosecant squared theta. Now, these ones here at the end, all we're doing is kind of like playing around with what we already have. Like secant squared theta minus 1 is this one here. So all we're doing is kind of moving this, minus it to the other side, and then get rid of it. So it has to be equal to tangent squared theta. So this one is tangent squared theta. And the last one, where it's just mainly moving it around. So playing around with we're playing around with this one now. And so we're going to move this over this way and then move the sign over that way. Negative sine squared theta. So this is negative sine squared theta. And that is it for today. And we're going to do more of this tomorrow. And then that is kind of it. Except one more.